Happy Friday, everyone. It's Sharon coming at you from Beach Therapy Counseling Services. As usual, if you guys like the content of what you're hearing, please go ahead and subscribe at the end of this video and then share it with those that you love and care about if you feel like they could benefit from what I am sharing with you guys. So, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I am stoked about this because I feel like this is such an opportune time for our nation, for our society to make a difference in this area. We are seeing so much violence and it scares me and it scares so many people, and I know that because I see it within my counseling room and within my peer groups. So we're seeing the violence in our own homes with domestic violence and child abuse and spousal abuse. We're seeing the violence in our schools, and as parents we are scared to send our kids to school because we don't know when the next shoe is going to drop or if it's going to be in our children's school. We are seeing violence in ourselves with the suicides within our families and within our friend group. And we are just seeing all of this violence just as a society, whether it be road rage in the grocery store. I mean, so much violence and just anger. And this all stems from mental health, guys. And there's such a stigma, believe it or not, even in this day of age, against seeking help for any kind of mental health issues. And this is a systemic issue. It starts with the insurance companies, some that don't want to pay for mental health, some that charge extra for mental health. People feeling like, I get diagnosed and then if I use insurance, that diagnosis sticks with me. And it does. So there is a systemic issue with in our nation, and we need to fix it. And the only way to fix it is to first admit that there's a problem. But none of us want to pretend like we have problems, right? We're all these perfect lives and look at how perfect everything goes for us. But society and the news will tell you differently. From the school shootings to these tragedies within families, from people committing suicide to these spousal abuse and these poor kids being abused and neglected, that is all mental health, guys. And we need to start treating mental health the way we treat any other illness. We go to the doctor if our spleen bursts, or if we break our leg, or if we get strep throat. Don't we, guys? I mean, most of the time we want to take care of ourselves and get the proper medication or get the proper care to make sure that we are going to be healed. But when it comes to mental health, we don't want anybody to know we're struggling. So it comes out in other ways. We hide it well, and then we burst out in other ways. And whether that's through violence, through addiction, through just anxiety that just torments us daily, it doesn't matter. It's coming out, guys. So we need to stop hiding it because it's going to pop its ugly head out one way or the other. And the advice that I give is for anybody who is dealing with something, don't allow the stigma that this society has brought upon ourselves, honestly, to stop you from getting the help you need. Does that mean you have to see a counselor? No, it doesn't. It means get the help that you need, whether that's nutritional help, whether you need a life coach, or maybe you need a personal trainer, or I don't care what it is. Whatever help you need, you seek it because that's all part of mental health, if you ask me. And if you need a referral, guess what? I'm not going to make you come to counseling with me. Just call me, and I have referrals if you're in this Denver metro area for all of those things. I can help you figure out how to deal with whatever it is you're dealing with. And it doesn't have to be coming to counseling with me. But I want us to stop burying our heads in the sand, guys, and I want us to seek the help that we need. And I want us to talk through this with professionals because that's what it takes. Just like when we do break a bone, or we don't sit there and try and mend it ourselves or pretend like it's not there. Or if we do, we really shouldn't be doing that, right? Because we're going to carry that injury with us through our lives. And the same is going to go for any mental health issues. If we don't bring it into the light, it's never going to get healed. So this isn't a lecture so much as just a ploy for everybody to take notice of those around you and to stop burying our heads in the sand and to notice that we are in a time where we can really make a difference and make changes and do things that we need to do to ensure the safety of ourselves and our society and that those that we love. We can't control everything that goes on around us, but we can surely make a difference in this one area that's going to make a huge difference in the end. And I think if we as a society can start taking steps forward where there isn't a bias with insurance companies, there isn't a bias within our society. If somebody says they're in therapy, it's not, oh, something must be wrong with that person. It's good for them for taking care of that, just like they would take care of a stomach problem or a broken leg or something that was going on with them physically. We need to stop the stigma, and that starts within our homes. So have those conversations with your kids, have those conversations with your family. Let them know that it's okay, and it's okay to bring it out, and it's okay to talk about. There isn't a hush hush in this home. Is the new thing that you guys need to be bringing out at your dinner tables at night after you talk about your days. Is we can talk about the bad stuff too, and we can talk about how it's okay to seek help for those things, and to show your kids that, and start the trend, because if we don't start here, it's never going to change, guys. We can get as mad as we want over the things that are happening around us and the things that are happening to our community and to our families and destroying our beautiful communities. And we can get mad about it and we can get sad about it and say, why? Or we can do something about it. And I know that a lot of people have said, one person doesn't make a difference, but if each home has one person, that does make a difference. And you do make a difference in your circle of influence. So stop the stigmas and the influence that you actually have. So that's within your home or within your peer group, within your family. You can do that. And so we can all make a difference. But as usual, if you guys do need someone to talk to, please come to me. And if you're not in my area, come to me and I'm going to help you find somebody in your area. And if you're not looking for actually counseling or therapy in any way, I can help you find other resources, whether, like I said, that is somebody who's more of a life coach, or if you're looking for somebody who has more of a nutritional background or physical therapy. I mean, you name it, guys, I'm going to help you. This is the point I'm making, is I think mental health kind of encompasses all of these different areas. So I'm here, mybeachtherapy.net. Let's make a difference in our circle. Have a great weekend, guys.